Hi everybody, this is Catherine Ann Hotliff. This is another book of mine. This is the very first book I've ever written. It's called Hagen's World. And Hagen's World is about this little creature here, Hagen. And he is half leopard and half alien creature from the planet Amular, and he's a Krypton. He's an 18-year-old, and when he turns 21, he will become king of his planet because his father is king. And because of that, he wants to check out all, make an adventure. So he decided he wants to travel to all the planets and see which the greatest treasure are on these planets. So each book, of course, you see, is about a planet. And in this book is about his beginning of his adventures before he goes, what happens before he goes, how he learns that he has the powers he has, when he finds out all kinds of other things before he travels to the planet Tanster, which this one is all about. The planet Tanster is the home of the Galators, which is this creature here. And isn't he cute? He's monkey/eagle creature, and he's the size of, you could say, a horse, most likely. That's the size I wanted to put. These pictures are not AI generated. These pictures are made from my husband. All the graphics that you see in this book are from my husband. I made, I told him what I wanted as it to be designed, and I designed names and how they should look like. And my husband drew them. He does a great job. Anyway, he goes to the planet Tanster. He wants to find out what the greatest treasure is. And while he's there, he meets new friends and end up with enemies. He ends up finding his great-grandmother, and his uncle was banished from his planet one time. He didn't know why, but it was before he was born. And he ends up finding them. And while he's there, his best friend Slent ends up getting captured by the humans. The blood humans. So the next book, of course, is when he has to go travel to Earth to save his friend Slent. While he's there, he ends up meeting, have another good friend he ends up having, and his name was Stab. Let me see if I can read. If I can find the one that I want us to... So, anyway, let me read a part of the book here. Slent said, "Boy, the old king was crazy, or he just had a plan to confuse travelers." Slent was always a wise guy on comments. He likes to be... Slent is the type of person who always make wisecracks and jokes and stuff like that. So that's his character. Slent was always like such a wise guy, that's what it says. Hagen went to the next door and opened it. Something came flying out and grabbed Slent and pinned him to the wall. "Get it off me," he shouted. It was some kind of creature with many legs, and Hagen saw it was trying to suck Slent's blood. Hagen thought fast and said, "Oh yes." He got the stick out and said, "I command you to let him go." The creature let him go and started toward him and yelled, "Freeze!" and the creature froze. "Wow," Slent said. "I was almost a soda slurp." "Let's lock him back in the closet," Hagen said. They all carried him and locked him in the closet, just in time. Just in time, too. The creature started to move just before he locked the door. They had a hard time closing the door. Hagen said, "Let's get out of here before he gets loose." They all ran into the room and opened it before. They all ran into the room where they once were before. That's what I wanted to say. Hagen went first with his wand and out and ready. They all were in the room and saw there had just been a room where they had people they tortured. There were chairs, cages, and other devices that Hagen could not imagine using. Slent asked, "What kind of kings were they? I see that they were very, very mean and crazy." Stapp agreed and said, "I think we should get out of here." Hagen agreed, and they all left the room. So that's just part of the story. That was when they were in the dungeons where he was searching for the greatest treasure. He does find the greatest treasure. So you need to read the book to find out what it is. Like I said, his best friend Slent gets captured. So you need to read the second book to find out if they can, he saves Slent. All the names and everything that you see in this book and the names of the planets, that are not in the universe of Earth. This is a different galaxy where he's from. He's from the Frexta galaxy. So you want to know more about it. I am trying to make the story more, so that people get more interested in it, about what the whole story is about. And it's about this little man here, Hagen. So like I said, go on Amazon, order the book. And if you did order it, please make a review and write it down inside the Amazon. And please share it when you see this video. Please share it with your friends. Forward it, whatever you need to do so that this can get out. And I would appreciate it very much. I can't talk today. So I see you then.